So let's hear from a fucking annoying neocon who is going to tell us why Afghanistan fell so quickly. Now, unlike the VA just sent out an email being like, please don't kill yourself, the millions of people who realize they fought a bullshit war. Okay, let me just say something, okay? All the veterans that are in here probably felt some type of way when I was saying, like, dude, if this is the moment that it took you to fucking recognize it, you're kind of dumb. Sorry that I said that, okay? I'm sorry that I called you dumb. Okay? But now that you have recognized it, do something about it, okay?
Like we just lost the
if
Vietnam
you
War.
now only now recognized that your entire efforts in the region were literally for nothing but to increase the profit margins of American defense contractors, okay, and extract natural resources. If it didn't, if it took this long for you to comprehend that, and, you know, test weapons of war that will inevitably be used on you if you're like a homeless veteran or some shit, because like that's coming, or it already has come. Okay? Then please recognize it and then do something about it. Join a fucking organization. There's plenty of other veterans who feel the way that you do, okay? Who have felt the way that you have felt or are feeling now for a very long time.
I am a new viewer and your points actually really resonate with me. I'm 23 from Nashville, TN, and come from a conservative household. You're really opening my eyes to how fucked our moves have been in the Middle East. Thank you for this.
Try to spread your message in a positive way. It can make a big difference. Anyway, did the Mujahideen become the Taliban, or did they just fund / found the Taliban? Legitimate question. The Mujahideen are a collection of individuals, like from different tribes, okay? It just means like people who are doing jihad, all right? The Taliban influence predominantly comes from Pakistan. And it's no different than like the Northern Alliance in many ways. Like there are just different fucking warring tribes led by different warlords with their own kind of seasoning, okay? You know, some of them want to fuck little boys. Some of them don't want to fuck little boys. They're like, we are very anti-boy fucking. You know what I mean? There's like there's like a bunch of different kind of warlords out there. And it's a collection of those individuals. Your take on the soldiers who accidentally killed with warning shots is trash. Well, I don't give a fuck. You're a fucking idiot. You're an imbecile. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, if you went down there and you deployed there and you fucking shot warning shots and then you ended up murking some like Afghan citizens, okay, that were like so desperate that they were willing to cling on to fucking the tires of a goddamn plane, then yeah, I hope you do feel bad about the withdrawal. And yes, your service is in vain. And I want you to fucking feel bad. You probably will feel bad because American healthcare is dog shit. You're never going to get a fucking job when you come back. You have permanent fucking PTSD and your wife has been fucking the whole neighborhood. Okay? So just live with that fucking reality and just be angry and white knuckle every time you walk into a fucking Walmart then because you deserve it. Now, if you don't feel that way, then, you know, then I will have all of the empathy in the world for you. Okay?
Hi, chat.
It's literally firing warning shots is literally not even a part of the fucking a standard operating protocol. Like you're not supposed to do that. Like, so you're not even right. You're just wrong. Okay.
Loving the streams and the podcasts 3.
I mean, speaking of veterans' wives, hold on, I got to show you this incredible thing.
I am so late with my resub. I was on vacation.
I saw this last night and it blew my mind.
Hasan.
Of course, dude. I think there is a different motivation for some of these army wives out there to just be like, this is embarrassing. They need to go back there immediately and fix the situation.
Someone finally told the president that some people were doing something. Seems Biden's a bit flushed from hiding and will be addressing the nation today, but he doesn't get a clap for that. And I'm not going to sit here and say what should have been done regarding Afghanistan, but I do know the way it's been handled, isn't it? For the last 20 years, after facing a traumatic terrorist attack on our country, we've lost Americans fighting the war on terror. People have lost parents, siblings, children, friends, spouses fighting in Afghanistan. And to see the way things are ending now with the Taliban in full control and a lack of leadership in America, it's insulting. Lives are in danger. Our country has become pre-9/11 vulnerable again. And up until today, our commander-in-chief has been on vacation instead of addressing the nation in a
And it's getting a lot harder for me to fuck the pool boy if my husband is not actually touring. Okay? What the fuck?
time of worry and concern.
Remember 9/11? It's like my own personal 9/11 when I can't have sex with all the people that I want to have sex with in secret.
Please take your time. Address the nation when it's convenient for you. I didn't know building back better included the Taliban and being so weak and feeble-minded that as president you were hiding from the American people, but what a disgrace to this nation, honest to God. I respect our boots on the ground before I'd ever respect an empty shell of a man in a suit. And if you
okay.
voted for Biden, I hope your feelings were worth it.
It's great. I feel like she's motivated a little bit. She's motivated to maintain the permanent occupation there. You know what I'm saying? Wait, there was a really funny fucking army TikTok about this that I got to show you. Fuck, it was in my replies. I don't know where it is now. What is this? When I became a military spouse. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Hold on. When I became a military spouse, I thought I would get free stuff. What the fuck? Military spouses deserve drinks for free. Fuck this place. Oh, my God. Fuck this place. We serve our asses off way more than anyone. Yeah, they do. Yeah, why doesn't she enlist? This is so funny. When you're deployed and see that your wife spent $51.47 at CVS at 3 a.m. I love this, dude. I don't get it. Please explain. That's the cost of a Plan B pill. It's saying that someone nutted in this dude's wife, and she went while you were deployed, and she went and got Plan B at CVS. Hassan the Hun has a huge following. Yo, Joe Pags is still trying to fucking get with it. Hassan the Hun has a huge following. Says we shouldn't have armed the Taliban, Mujahideen, against the USSR. So it would have been better to allow the Soviets to colonize? Yes. Yes. 100%. Yes. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, totally. Yeah. Yeah. Let them fucking deal with it. Yeah. Hey, come on, dude. Not funny. I have to stop sleeping with his married army wife now. Okay, dude. You don't have to do that. Don't worry. Someone in chat is looking at their bank statements right now. Oh, for sure. So imperialism is okay when Russia does it? Yes. Can you elaborate? No. Do you like the Taliban? Because, like, here's the thing. Even if you're like, oh, USSR bad, okay? There's plenty of bad in the USSR, especially under Stalin. But even if you're literally like USSR bad and America good and Taliban bad, then you should recognize that, like, yes, Afghanistan genuinely had a socialist movement at the time that the USSR wanted to start building like hospitals and fucking and started building schools and hospitals and shit, right? They wanted to do it because it would have helped their internal politics at the time. They wanted to do a demonstration. Like, it's like when Cuba fucking sends doctors everywhere, okay? They wanted to demonstrate their power internally and also externally. So if you consider American occupation to be good, because a lot of you do, and you prefer that over the Taliban, then you should literally have that same exact energy towards the USSR occupying Afghanistan. It's the truth. If you literally feel as though the American occupation was ultimately a force for good, then you should literally feel the exact same way about the USSR occupation. But you don't, because you only care about fucking American imperialism. And that's the point I'm making. And the USSR did a bunch of fucked up shit, dude. They literally melted villages, okay? Not dissimilar to what the United States did. Wait, so you think the US occupation was a force for good? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But the difference is America is single-handedly responsible for the Taliban. Like, they are responsible. Well, not single-handedly. Pakistan, too. Regional ally, of course. But, like, the reason why there is a Taliban to begin with is because of us, because of America. So, yes, leaving the USSR on its own would have been better off overall for Afghanistan. For sure. 100%. Without a doubt. No cap. Okay? On God. I'm as fucking straight-faced about this as I would. Let them deal with it. They're going to fuck it up anyway. Let them fucking deal with it. How did they melt villages? With their goddamn fucking helicopters. What do you mean, how do they melt villages, dude? Once the Mujahideen started fighting against the USSR, and they did, like, brutal fucking shit to them, to their soldiers and shit, even ones that surrendered, they literally turned around and fucking rolled over entire villages and melted Pashtun people like it was nothing. Like, exactly in the same way that the American military does. The fuck do you mean? They're a world superpower at that point. Of course they did that. It's fucking wrong, abhorrent, awful. But if you personally think that American occupation is better off than the Taliban, then no Taliban at all would be better off for Afghanistan. And I do think that. I do believe that. And no powerful Mujahideen as a counterforce to the USSR would mean, USSR occupation without. This is how the USSR melted Afghanis. Okay, stop. Nah, the American military is never killed.
Happiest.
Why is the U.S. responsible for the Taliban's formation? I don't know. Ask the CIA. USSR also committed mass rapes before the insurgency. Why did the USSR invade Afghanistan? There was a socialist movement. They were trying to make a fucking stronghold in the Middle East or in the Asia region. Okay, if you want to get technical with it, because people get mad at me when I say Afghanistan, Middle East, whatever. I'm using it as a catch-all term, even when I'm talking about North Africa. They knew that there were a boatload of fucking minerals there. Okay, and it would have made them look good internally. It would have been a show of force. As they were coming on to the tail end of their reign as the USSR, as a superpower. That's why they did it in a near identical capacity to the United States. Okay? A lot of resources there, dude. A lot of fucking resources. Lowest survivable wage by state if you change topics later. Ooh, I like that. So we are going to... What is this? I'm not interested in your hot takes about Afghanistan. Dude, I don't care about this guy, okay? It's so cringe. Like, it's so embarrassing. It makes me, like, you know, it makes it really hard. XQC doesn't believe your mineral theory because XQC questions destiny on Afghanistan. What? What do you mean? Why didn't he just fucking ask me about the mineral theory then? There are pipelines that you can control. There are minerals ripe for extraction. Okay, incredibly important minerals for you know, smartphones and shit like that. And also, there's poppy fields that you can like make dark money for. Dark money funding is huge for special operations. Okay, this is how the CIA funds itself. This is also how, because you can't get like tax dollars and you have to have accountability and accounting for how you spend those tax dollars. So what you end up doing as a part of JSOC is, you know, sell poppies and take the money for that and like fund another insurgent group, for example, like in the same way that we did with the Pashtuns, okay, or with the Mujahideen. So that's really important. Afghanistan under the occupation became like responsible for 95% of the opium production or poppy production for opium that would make it to that would turn into street level heroin. Okay, I'm not talking about pharmaceutical grade like opiates. I'm talking about the poppy plants that would then turn into actual heroin that you see on the streets. Okay, so that's profoundly important for, you know, our strategic interests, as our clandestine operations need to get funded, obviously, and the American taxpayer is kind of a pussy when it comes to, you know, funding some of these insurgent movements that we have to fund for strategic interest in the region. The CIA may do that, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that VetBot Gaming, that JSOC does not do that. I am telling you with 100% certainty, VetBot Gaming, that that JSOC absolutely does that alongside the CIA. The CIA is now a bunch of pencil pushers and fucking defense contractor dildos that don't go into like fields of war. It's JSOC that is doing what the CIA's bidding is. The fuck are you talking about? What do you think? Like, you think we're still doing like Tom Clancy style, like CIA agents are coming in and like fucking, you know, doing Steven Seagal style hand-to-hand combat in poppy fields and shit? No. They also invaded because the socialist government that took charge in the late 70s was not following the wishes of the Politburo, so they invaded to install a puppet socialist government in Afghanistan. In 2010, Afghanistan's lithium deposits were valued over $1 trillion. By the way, this was identified before 2010. Like, this is being covered in the New York Times in 2010, but the USSR had mineral maps going all the way back to the fucking 80s, dude. It's not like this was a shocking development in Afghanistan. Like, everyone fucking knew. Even before we knew what to do with those minerals, we knew that there were a fuckload of minerals. Extracting minerals in a war zone? Wait, what do you mean? That's like kind of the whole reason for war. What, you guys think war is waged because like there are good people and bad people and the good people want to fucking win over the bad people? That's literally the entirety of war, is resource extraction, exploitation, subjugation. Like, what are you talking about? That's literally why war is waged. Why Afghanistan is unable to extract its vast mineral wealth. Poor security, weak legislation, corruption, plague mining in Afghanistan. Yeah. What do you mean? That doesn't mean that there isn't vast mineral wealth. That is not an argument for why. That just means that's an argument for we need more stability. Kind of like having the most powerful force in that region take over the country without any bloodshed. For example, let's say it's very difficult to fucking extract minerals without all of the contractors, right? Because the contractors are like, well, what the fuck? Like, the Taliban is literally intercepting our trucks full of minerals whenever we fucking take them out of the earth. So what happens in that situation? Well, you need to fucking install a different government if your puppet government that you've installed is not doing the job. And you know for a fact since like 2012 that your security forces training program that's costly, that's like $90 billion, is also not working because you know for a fact that these dudes are not going to be able to hold off the Taliban because, you know, you already fucking trained them. So maybe you cut a backdoor deal, you literally fucking get a top level Afghan Taliban prisoner and you get him out of prison, okay, which Donald Trump did. And then you start negotiating with the mullah and you negotiate a backdoor deal to ensure that there is a peaceful transfer of power. Okay? That peaceful transfer of power then ultimately will ensure stability because if it's the most powerful militant group in the region, then them having control over everything will mean that as long as the conditional transfer of power implies that you can extract the minerals because they don't have the fucking technology to do so, then you'll be able to come in with, you know, whatever contractors you have and get to extract the resources out of the fucking ground easily. Feel me? Opium production will end law? That's not true. The Taliban originally were the Taliban banned opium production, but that's not going to end. They make a lot of money off of it, and they don't give a fuck. There's no, like, ideological reason. JSOC have actually done a lot of good for the Iraqis and Afghan in the last 8 years. Dude, you are... Yeah, dude, I totally, dude. Yeah. When I think of doing good for the people of Iraq and the people of Afghanistan, I think of, you know, just firing rounds onto fucking crowds of women and children just for funsies. And, you know, facilitating hit lists, like targets on assassination lists. And, you know, making sure that we are protecting important resources. And striking civilian targets. You know, stuff like that. Just really good stuff, dude. Really good and important stuff. Did the CIA actually sell crack in the 80s? Oh my God, this is... this could go either way. We could watch this. Yeah, here's the USSR mineral mapping. Like, they knew about it. They knew about it for many, many years. Can't we just cancel people that use Taliban opium? What? Do you think that they should send in peacekeepers to everyone safe by... What? Send in peacekeepers to keep everyone safe by committing war crimes? What? Are splitting people's heads open in a V shape by doming them for fun just to see their brains on the ground? This is good for Afghanistan. You are being slandered as a lib? Oh, I don't care, dude. Capitalism breeds innovation. Capitalism. White liberal, white liberal, white liberal, white liberal, white liberal. It's true. Yeah. Liberalism is when you have a fucking PSL member, okay? Like an outspoken socialist. Come on, one of the you know, most popular fucking broadcast at the time and speak for an hour uninterrupted. Like that's liberalism, is when you do that. And of course, you know, Bolshevism or socialism is when you fucking, you know, tweet about how everyone is a CIA. My mom is a CIA. My mom is CIA because she didn't fucking give me chicken tendies tonight. And like posing with, you know, guns and stuff, like airsoft rifles, and act like you're a Zapatista. That's what fucking true socialism is about. What are the political motivations of the Taliban? Domination. What do you mean? Pete Buttigieg says a mineral map of Afghanistan. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, JSOC, what do? They do good stuff. Pete Buttigieg is a huge resource in mineral map of Afghanistan on the wall of his living room. You know, I'm sure his work on economic stabilization of war zones while at McKinsey and in naval intelligence before that was totally above board and 100% ethical. Literally, he takes a seat in front of his huge resource and mineral map of Afghanistan. But yeah, dude, I'm glad that XQC is or Destiny is questioning my takes on, you know, mineral mining, because it's currently too hard to fucking extract without you know, without proper security and stability in the region. Okay. Now, let's get to the top of the hour ad break first and foremost, okay? No fucking no frills. Just straight ad breaks. That's what's going on right now. My back hurts so fucking bad right now. This sucks. He just reacted to the statement. No research whatsoever. Even mentioned that he doesn't really know. I'm not sure why he had such a firm stance on the matter. I don't know. I'm sure he will, you know, correct his take then in the future, maybe. Mineral extraction and refinement requires infrastructure that doesn't exist there. Dude, I know, but that doesn't mean the fucking natural resources don't exist. You're literally looking at like an area that's ripe for fucking extraction. Okay, guys, let me explain something to you. The most significant part of resource extraction is having the natural fucking well, okay? Having the natural resource in the ground to begin with. That's the hard part. Once you recognize that, all you need to do is ensure stability in the fucking region and build the infrastructure. Not having the infrastructure, especially in a developing nation like Afghanistan that's been destroyed by fucking war for many, many years, is perfect, because they do not have the resources or the technical knowledge to be able to build the refineries. So Western countries will come in and do that so they can fucking extract it freely for the next 20, 30, 40 fucking years. This is at the heart of every fucking conflict on the planet. Oh my lord. How is this hard to comprehend? Bush team agreed to plan the attack the Taliban a day before September 11th. I know, I talked about this yesterday a little bit. Afghanistan signs major mining deals and development push. I don't know why people are fucking questioning me on this. All right, anyway. Did we build that infrastructure? Not necessarily, not like the refineries and shit, but we were extracting it. I remember, I forget who was talking about this, but I remember like listening to a journalist talk about the situation there. I believe it was like random fucking military members that decided like, this is great. These caves have so many fucking, raw minerals and shit. And they had like literal fucking villagers and shit pulling the resources out with like, blowing it up with like IEDs and shit out of the fucking ground because they just had no technical know-how. And the people that were like trying to train them also didn't have any technical know-how. Put it into Zoomer terms. The land was submissive and breedable. Yes. Perfect. The guy was on Chapo talking about how a shell core for the DoD basically operates in caves. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the investigation. How Afghanistan's president helped his brother and a U.S. contractor secure lucrative mining mineral permits. Okay, dude, just stop. With the figurative stroke of a pen, the Afghan president Ashraf Ghani put his sibling into the chromite business with a tarnished U.S. defense contractor. And his wife, right? In 2019, SOS International, associate, a Virginia company with links to the U.S. military, won exclusive access to mines across Afghanistan. President Ashraf Ghani's brother is a major shareholder of a SOSI subsidiary. President Ghani granted this SOSI subsidiary, Southern Development, rights to buy artisanally mined ore. Southern Development operates a mineral processing plant on the outskirts of Kabul. The inroads made by SOSI and Southern Development into Afghanistan's mineral processing sector have roots in a 2011 initiative by U.S. Special Forces to work illegally with members of a pro-government Afghan militia on mining in the Kunar province. Although shut down after an inquiry, these Kunar projects have since been quietly restarted as a private venture and are benefiting those closest to the president. Farm-to-table, artisanally mined ore. I love that. Oh, I fucking forgot to run the ad. Top of the hour is the first one of the day. If you no longer want to see the ads, you already know the deal. You can subscribe either for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Okay? And, or you can use an ad block or a VPN. Okay, here's the 1 minute ad break now. Amazon Prime is not free. I know, neither is free college. But it's obviously, if you have Amazon Prime, like, it's free if you have Amazon Prime, and most people do. And you can literally steal someone else's Amazon Prime and use it if you want. Anyway, what advice would you give to someone who's stressed about living in a capitalist society? I don't know. Do you still eat ice cream Sammys? No, I switched it over to Halo Top so I could lose weight. Someone today who talks politics on Twitch called you a liar for saying we were in Afghanistan for minerals. Dude, if you want to be if you want to be blinded by misinformation, then watch that person, okay? It's that simple. If you want to know how it works, if you want to know, and I do fuck stuff up sometimes, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, then come here. That's it. I guess Rambo 3 was right along. Afghanistan's a graveyard for empires. Halo Top does not fucking slap, dude. It's so nasty, actually. it kind of pisses me off. Like, it's so Halo Top. Like, I used to love Halo Top, but now every time I have Halo Top, there's, what is it called when it like crystallizes? Thank you, Chemiger, for the 521 gift subs. I mean, it's great for 300 calories. Coagulates? No. There's another term for it, right? Yeah, freezer burn, dude. It like whatever it is in the Halo Top ice cream, it's so susceptible to freezer burn that nearly the entirety of the fucking ice cream, not just like the top, but nearly the entirety of the ice cream is like freezer burn. And it's so fucking nasty, dude. Enlighten is better, but I can't really find it. And I do let it melt. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going.